with the blockbuster challenge to a 30-year-old law heading to the Supreme Court next week. It keeps people under domestic violence restraining orders from owning guns.
It is a talker. Safety groups say it has saved countless lives and is critical to protecting women from abusers. But gun rights advocates say it violates the Second Amendment and want it struck down. Our Devin Dwyer examines what's at stake.
I have 3 in my head. I have 1 in my right side and 1 in my left side.
Lachey Cray-Chan still carries all 5 bullets from the day her ex-boyfriend shot her. She's given each of them a name.
Fate, fight, forget, forgive, and my family.
It was October 1996. Lachey was a high school senior in Opelousas, Louisiana, working at McDonald's and mothering 2 young children when her relationship with the father of her daughter started to become violent.
He threatened to kill you.
Yeah, if I didn't do what he said, he said I couldn't be with anybody else but him. And he showed it by hitting me.
Afraid and confused, Lachey went to the police, who told her there was little they could do. 2 months later, he confronted Lachey in front of her family and his own mother.
I walked away, and that's when he shot me behind my head and in each hip. And I fell right next to my daughter. And my great aunt, she was just like, oh my God, he killed himself. And she was at the door.
That is a horrific, awful situation. Do you think if he had been subjected to a domestic violence restraining order that maybe he wouldn't have been able to get that gun?
Yes, I do. I do.
Every year, judges nationwide issue thousands of domestic violence restraining orders to limit contact between an aggressor and a victim. And since a 1994 federal law, those orders have also been a basis to deny someone access to a gun through the background check system. The FBI says the law has blocked more than 77,000 attempted firearm purchases by people under domestic violence restraining orders.
We know that it's not just intimate partners murdering their partners. We know that they're doing it with firearms and that these laws are preventing them from doing that.
But now those laws hang in the balance before the U.S. Supreme Court, where gun rights advocates, backed by a lower court decision, say they must be struck down for violating the Second Amendment.
This statute actually ends up disarming a bunch of law-abiding or otherwise good people. Judges often issue mutual restraining orders, which disarms both the victim and the abuser at the same time.
The Supreme Court will look to history and tradition to decide whether the law should stand, but survivors like Lachey and her daughter Shayla say prohibiting guns for people involved with domestic violence is common sense and working as intended.
People that are a danger to themselves or to someone else, they need to not have the access to a deadly weapon, because guns make situations more fatal, makes abuse more fatal.
Our thanks to Devin Dwyer for that report. And if you or someone you know is experiencing domestic or intimate partner abuse, there is help. Please reach out to the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233.
Call that number right away.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.